Hey guys, it's me, Joebizz34, back again, showing off a couple more of my own customs here. As you can see, I'm zooming in on my original sculpt of ChromeSkull, laid to rest. Head sculpt done by me, and I'll explain a little more about that in a bit. The knives and weapons done by me. The clothes I bought on eBay, as far as the suit and the shirt. There's his my cheap custom stand I made. I didn't purchase a decal for this one, or my other guy here, the Collector, as you can see here, another one that done by me. So let me start with ChromeSkull. And the reason why I'm doing these two together is because these are two newer horror icons, and unfortunately they didn't get as much hype or recognition as some of the oldies like Freddy and stuff. I personally think their movies are pretty good, and this one here has a sequel already already released, and he has a sequel rumored to be being made, but no word on that lately. So here we go. So ChromeSkull, basically, I took, it's just a guy that wears like a chrome-plated, obviously skull mask over his head, and it's not connected via straps or anything like just say like Jason's hockey mask. So that's how I sculpted him. And honestly, what I did was I started out with just having a regular skull, like literally a 1/6 scale skull head that was from a skeleton that I started to build around that and sculpt around that. So I sculpted the human head around the skeleton head to create that bald human head. And then I followed that up with sculpting the mask, and I went through different variations. I mean, it's not the best sculpting job. I did this over a year ago, or it will be a year this summer. It's rough around the edges, but compared to what I originally presented, it's a lot better. It does actually kind of resemble his mask. At first, it just kind of looked like a generic skull, and then I quickly realized that wasn't going to cut it, so I went back and reworked it. And since my sculpting skills weren't the best, I actually cut out ears from another doll and actually puttied them right on with Sculpey. So the ears are actually from another doll head, another figure head sculpt. I think it was like an old dragon one or something like that. So I just took the ears and just put it on here. So all in all, it came out pretty good considering. It was only the second time I'd really sculpted, my first being Jason Takes Manhattan, which I'll show you another video on my Jasons another time. The weapons consisted of two knives. He has like the brass knuckle kind of handles, and then these type of sharp, almost like Rambo on steroid knives here. So I got the knives that had the wrong handles, and then I got the handles that had the wrong knives, split them apart and glued them back together to create one weapon so that it was, as close as accurate as I could get to the movies. It's on a older Hot Toys doll. It's not a true type. It's a Hot Toys body, but it's an older one. A little different than the ones now, but it does the trick. And there he is, and like I said, the suit and the pants, the shoes all came as a set, and then I just added the black shirt underneath, and that's pretty much how he looks. Oh, and I got the camera, the little 1/6 camera. I think I got that from a seller in China somewhere, and it was perfect for this. Looks pretty much what he has. And I never got around. I'd even mentioned in my threads on Sideshows forums that I was gonna do the red light, the LED light. I never got around to doing it. Maybe someday I still will. But I got so many things nowadays with Iron Man and all that work on batteries. I just didn't feel like dealing with another electronic thing to maintain and worry about battery life and all that. Now on to the Collector. This is just another Hot Toys body, the same type of body as ChromeSkull's on. All the clothes are available on eBay. The hands, the black gloves, the shirt, the pants, the shoes, all I got from eBay. Once again, another cheap homemade stand there. Maybe one day I'll contact Evil Face and get decals for these. Put blood on his gloves and bloodied up on the pants and weathered and bloodied up the shirt. This is a gruesome movie. It's a very unique movie where you have a burglar that breaks in the house to steal, only to run into this guy who was there first, who's basically slaughtering the family. So it's like one bad guy meeting up with an even more bad guy. Very unique concept. I liked it a lot. Now, I had a lot of, what I did with the mask, it's not the best. It's a little thicker than I wanted, and someday I might revise and maybe do a newer head sculpt for him, but I got basically the look down, especially from that angle you could see. His mask is a very weird texture. It's like a flocked leather kind of thing. It's like a cross between a dominatrix looking mask and then almost like a velvety or like flocked sort of material, almost like carpet material. So I came up with getting flocking material that was, yes, that's right, Martha Stewart. Don't worry, guys. You know, I'm old man. But she, you know, in her line they have flock material that you can get at Michael's, and it's pretty cheap. So I got gray and black, and then I kind of mix it together. And overall, he came out pretty good. I'll do a far away shot now so you can kind of get. Like I said, not perfect, but I captured that fabric over leather look that I was looking for. On the back, I did the laces. Let me see if I can zoom in there. Excuse the blurriness once again, but here we go. Okay, so you can see the straps that I put on the back and glued, and I actually put like the round circular metal holes there for the straps to go through, and that's just an illusion. They're not really tied. I glued them basically to make it look like it's tied. So, and the knife he's holding is pretty much what he used on screen, and it matches. I got from the DX Joker. The Heath Ledger Joker has the right appropriate weapon that he used in the movie. Very close to it, so that's the weapon he's holding. And that's that. And I'm going to pause this for 1 second because I want to show you guys something. So, guys, here's the other. I did a video on Leslie Vernon already, but I wanted to show you him with these three because these right here are modern day horror icons right here. They're just not as well known. I mean, besides him, he got a theater release, but these two didn't. So, you know, unfortunately, these guys don't get the recognition, and I think they're good movies. He's got, like I said, he's got a sequel, but both went direct to DVD, and so did his. He's got one, and I think a second one on the way that went to DVD, and then this guy did get a theater release, but I don't think it was as well known as they wanted. But, you know, out of a lot of the different guys, I think slasher films in general are out right now, so I think that's why these guys kind of get a bad rep, and they're just kind of looked at as imitating the older guys like Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy, whatever. This film actually honored those icons and did a nice twist, like I said before. But I made all three of these, and I'm pretty proud of them. And I wanted to put Leslie Vernon and throw him in here to show you guys the three standing together. The future of horror, or maybe not. But in my opinion, I think they added something to the horror community. So there you go. This is my video of my custom ChromeSkull and The Collector, and a little cameo from Leslie Vernon as well. See you guys later. Peace out.